Right, YouTube, I'm gonna do how I care for my bearded dragon. That's important, the I bit. I'm not gonna do how to care or this is how you keep bearded dragons. This is how I keep my bearded dragon. Because there are so many ways to keep them. You know, there's no one way. I mean, the only thing people can actually agree on is temperature and humidity, and even that sometimes, they think it should be more humid or shouldn't be as humid, or too hot, too cold. But this is how I personally keep mine. His name's Arthur. He's getting on to 2 now, as you can see. He's Tiger Citrus Cross, to be precise. And this is how I keep him. He right now is on a hot end. He's got a heat emitter in there. The heat emitter is instead of basking spot because the basking bulbs kept on breaking. Do you want it? I keep the hot end between 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but you can Google it. The cool end, down there, there it goes, is between 26 to 30, more around, sort of 30ish, in the day that is. And at night it drops down to about 20, because that's the temperature of my room. So substrate is something that is the biggest debate I think with bearded dragons when they're involved, because some people think they shouldn't be in any loose substrate. Some people say, well, they should. I think young bearded dragons under 40 centimeters or so should be kept on carpet, simply because they could get impactions. They're more likely to get it. But then after that, it's up to you. It's up to you. I personally went for loose substrate. I went for a bioactive substrate. Basically, my substrate is play sand, coconut fibre, sphagnum moss. I'm going to say it wrong, but yes, that. Grass from the garden, leaf litter, all mixed together. So you can see like that. The top layer, as you can see, was quite sandy. It's quite a sandy top layer, covered with leaves. The bottom layer, the lower layers, is damper, not soaking, but or anything like that. But it's damp enough to hold its shape. I've before putting in the leaf litter, I boiled it, dried it, then microwaved it. So there's no germy stuff from the outdoors in here. Now the risk with sand is they can swallow bits and they can get impaction. By having leaf litter, it means when he goes to grab it, if he misses a cricket, he just grabs a leaf like that, and then normally he just sort of shakes it like that and sort of chucks it like that. That's what he normally does. But if he does swallow a bit, it's organic, it will digest. He won't get impaction from that, unless if he gets like a massive clump like that. But he's not going to do that. I got a 10% UV light, desert type. I am going to get, because I only had reflectors last week, but I'm going to get a reflector up there, because I wanted the UV light originally up on the roof bit, but the thing is, they're a range of about 30 centimeters or so, we're worried that it wasn't going to get enough UV. He's got, if I go out, he's in a 4.5 foot by 2 foot by 2.5 foot vivarium. That log in the middle bit there is 2 foot long. Not sure how long the branch one is, and then that one there is over 4 foot because of the angle it's having to go at. So I can tell it's over 4 foot. Well, over 4.5 feet, I should say, actually, over that. He likes to climb on this bit. Now, thing is, if it's within the 30 centimeter, area, they can get damaged eyes if they have, if their eyes are at eye level with the UV light. But this is about 50 odd centimeters away. That's above it. Only that is within the 30 centimeter bit, but he only goes there to go up and down, spends less than a minute up there. I personally prefer loose substrate because he likes to dig. It's more natural. Now, cause I was talking to people in Australia, and they're saying about they do find, you know, most commonly in, you know, the clay soil deserts, but also you find them in gum forests, and on the edge of gum forests and on a leaf litter and stuff. In the leaf litter, I have woodlice, millipedes, flatback millipedes, some wolf spiders, springtails, morio worms, brown crickets, and pill bugs. Yeah, that's it. I think that's everything. All in the substrate. They're all living in here. Crickets can bite, but since having a loose substrate, they don't climb up where he sleeps at night. He sleeps there at night. They don't climb up there now because they have no need to. I mean, there's a cricket there. The crickets are the one you see the most. There's a cricket right there. It stopped moving. But this I find encourages, you know, natural foraging behaviour, gives them something to do. Also, just looks nicer. Okay, there's a cricket right there. Can you see it? And another there. And it just looks nicer. You know, see little insects going around through the leaflet, in my opinion. So yeah, veg-wise, I haven't looked into all of the individual, you know, greens you can give them, but I'll say what I give him. But he is very fussy. His lot's very limited because he's fussy. It's curly kale, dandelion, grass. I don't give him a lot of grass, and I wouldn't. And if your bearded dragon will eat other greens, I wouldn't give it grass. I just give it grass because it's better than nothing. Because he's really picky. And grated carrot as like, you know, for flavour. There are many other foods like squash. Don't use the same. I can't remember it all. I'm sorry. You always have to look that up. But basically, that's what I give mine because he's quite fussy. Once a week I throw in a tub of crickets to keep the numbers boosted. He gets Mario worms throughout the week. Normally I put him on the floor and make him run after them. And then once a week he gets hoppers, and they are dusting his calcium powder stuff, so he gets all the supplements and everything, vitamins and minerals and calcium in there into his, you know, system. Because if they don't have that, they can get MBD, which causes the bones to first get weakened, then get like rubber jaw, which is when the jaw's all sort of squishy and stuff, and it's painful to eat. He's running after a cricket. Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna get it. Right. But basically, they can, you know, they can't eat. They start, you know, lose weight. So they have to be force fed. They can't walk on their, you know, legs properly. I'm just trying to throw a cricket towards him. No, he's not gonna get that. They can't walk properly, and eventually they have like fits, and eventually they just collapse and, you know, have a fit and die. It's not nice. So they need both light, the UV light, which must be changed every 6 to 9 months, and the supplements. Because, you know, they can't just have one or the other. They need both. Trying to think. Humidity wise, I keep them between 30 to 40. Normally it's 30 though. That's what I prefer to keep him at. But as you see here, he dug this out. As you can see, this is a softer soil which holds its shape, but it isn't. Ooh. No, it's gone. What I'll do actually is, oops. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. What I'll do, I'll move him over here because there's some crickets about here, and it isn't, you know, wooden stuff. It would be nice to see him get a cricket. So don't normally hold him like this. It's just like doing it one-handed. It's not easy. But yeah, that's how I care for my bearded dragon. These are oak, beech, and birch tree leaves. Don't use pine. Pine's toxic. And yes, that's it in a nutshell. Water wise, it depends on the individual bearded dragons. He won't drink water. I tell you, he hasn't got a water dish because it's just a waste of time and space. But other bearded dragons will drink from standing water sources. So when they're young, keep a water dish and see if they ever use it. If they use it even once, I would say keep it for the rest of their lives in case they want it. Gets baths once a week. Keep them hydrated. I'm just seeing if he'll go for his cricket. I can see him moving about, but I don't think I can actually see it. Ooh. But yeah, what I might do is I'll try and make another video of him like chasing after his crickets. But yeah, that's everything I can think of. So goodbye.